Mixer is inevitable.
Mixer's inevitable. This is the way of the dork.
Welcome everybody to episode 49 of the Four Dorksmen podcast. I'm Nate, aka Angry Nate.
This is Joey, the one and only, the original.
I'm Collector Clint.
And this is Asian Tony Stark.
And this week we are joined by a very special guest. I'll give him a chance to introduce himself.
Hey, this is Josh from Secondary Heroes.
Hey, it's Josh.
Yes. What's funny is this is the second secondary hero in a row
I know,
we've had.
perfect timing.
But that, since you're the second secondary hero we have, does that make you better?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh, shots fired, Alex. Ouch.
I'm just asking.
I
don't know.
Because Alex dominated the game last week. And if
I
Josh shuts us out this week, then there's no question.
I don't know. Alex is pretty good at trivia, especially Back to the Future. So, yeah. I mean,
Maybe we need like a Family Feud style game between us and the secondary heroes during SDCC.
Who's going to moderate it?
I don't know. Somebody besides me.
You know what? Maybe I'll talk to our friends at Geek Together or our STS guys or something.
Or maybe even Average Nerd.
That's a good idea.
Or Average
like
Nerd
that,
podcast. We could talk to Jorge, or we could
Lots of crossover happening this week.
You know what? I have
Or Steve Harvey. Can we just get Steve Harvey? Does he still
He's not doing
Steve
anything.
Feud?
He's not doing anything else.
Free.
Or how about Steve Harvey's mustache? How about that?
Or you know what we really need to do? We need to get Keenan Thompson to play Harvey.
That's even better.
Yes.
I like that. Yes.
But really, I have a friend that he hosts trivia nights. He hosts like game shows. He does he's like a wrestling announcer. He does all this crazy stuff. So maybe I will reach out to him if we do need someone to host a game for us. I'm sure he'd be more than happy to do it.
That would actually be
I'll
really
reach
fun
out
to
to
do.
him tomorrow.
All right. Let's talk more offline. Let's table it. Let's circle back.
Yeah.
Table that.
Yeah, we
Put
kind
that
of
in
went
the parking
off the
lot.
Right. Let's
That's a
pocket
business
that.
thing. That's a business thing. Put it in the parking lot.
I've never heard that in my entire life.
You never heard the parking lot?
Actually,
When somebody
I've
has a
never-
question
put
that
in
they
the
don't want to
parking.
answer,
Yeah, just park
they
it.
just say, "Okay, we're gonna
park it.
We're gonna."
I've
Yep.
heard that.
Anyways, quick housekeeping things. Make sure you're following us on Twitter and Instagram, _Dorksman. As always, you can email us at dorksman@gmail.com. Please do so because we are running our Dorksman 50 bingo right now. I'm going to do the announcement this week, Clint, so you can hear it. So make sure you go to podcastbingo.com/Dorksman50. What we want you to do is print out that card, fill it out with whatever you want to see on a bingo card, a custom bingo card. And we want you to play that card next week on our 50th episode. And everyone that participates will get a prize of some sort. We'll pick some
Clint's
grand
hair.
prize winners. Yeah, there you go. You can get Clint's hair. You can
What kind of hair?
Clint's hair.
Oh, you said it really quickly.
Yeah, I
and
said it
thought
really
you said a
quickly.
different word right there.
Yeah.
Beautiful hair. That's what you get.
Yeah, but make sure you take a screenshot of your completed card before you play with it and email it to us at dorksman@gmail.com.
Choice
If
words.
you tattoo it on your back, we'll make sure you get a prize. I'll pay for the back tattoo, actually. So
You heard it here, Ed. You heard it here. Nate's paying for your tattoo.
yeah,
Ed has the layout. He's ready. He's
Ed's
ready.
already got
for,
some tattoos, so he may be ready for another back
He's ready.
tattoo.
He already had it
No.
framed and everything. He's ready.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So keeping in mind, next week what we're going to do is we're going to do an hour-long pre-party. So it'll be at 2:30 Pacific. It'll be I want to say it's 11:30 Hawaii. That's 3:30 Mountain. That's 4:30 Central, and it'll be 5:30 Eastern. So it'll be an hour long. We will actually start on time. That's our goal next week, is to start on time.
Yeah,
So,
to be determined.
yeah, to be determined.
Yeah.
We have a plan that we're going to be here early, but we'll see how that goes.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Wait, Ryan,
It'll
aren't
be a
you
lot
the
of
one in
fun.
control of like when we actually
Yeah.
get started?
Yeah, but you guys aren't here.
And then he's like, well, "I'll believe it when I
No.
see it."
So Ryan, just start it even if we're not on yet. Just sit there by
Yeah,
yourself,
exactly.
stare at the
Yeah,
screen,
just-
like Garth.
And let the rest of us be
cool.
fashionably late.
Nah.
Yeah, and scoot
Squirming.
over on the couch.
Yeah.
Is Waynesville the bingo square, by the way?
It's not, but
We
it
don't have
should
a
It should be.
bingo
It totally should.
That should
be.
have.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Put that on your square that you're going to give to us in the next week, and play that on episode 50.
Swing.
And some other surprises that we'll have next week. So we'll make sure to hammer home the bingo thing until leading up to next week, and it'll be a good time. Join us.
Ryan's
Yeah.
gonna eat a hot dog. Ryan's gonna eat a hot dog live on the pre-party. You heard it here first.
Ooh, hot dog. Thank you, Alex, for the bell. To zero bingo squared.
Oh, that's right. Joey didn't see it during the pre-party when it happened.
I need to be better about that. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot
This
of
is
that.
going to
So
be
thanks,
the
Alex.
longest episode of all time because.
By the
we
way, you
started
can play
again.
bingo now. Dorksmanbingo.com.
Yes.
Yes,
That's what I'm doing.
Shout out to Andrew for creating the bingo.
Shout out, Given.
Yeah, and if you can't find it, just Google it.
You said it, not me.
That boy ain't right.
Oh, that look, the bell's broken already.
He really broke
You
it.
forced that one. So.
Yeah.
At least somebody else forced it and not me for a change.
Ooh.
You said
So
it, not
one
me.
thing that I saw at the store the other day, this hot dog thing was it actually has the bun warmer and it actually cooks the hot dog wiener all in one machine.
Yes, isn't that the one we got
That's
for
the one
Ryan?
that you
Is
guys
it?
got
That's
for me,
exactly
yes.
the one we got
Yes.
for Ryan.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
actually like you slot the hot dog in and then like it's like a toaster,
It's
which
a
is
steamer
even
for the hot dogs, actually.
okay. No, this is like a toaster. Like you put the wiener in the hole and you push the button.
You said it,
Another
not me.
topic.
Oh man. Even though we already have.
Okay, anyways,
Oh,
Josh is like you see the look on Josh's face. He's just
Oh,
trying to like slink away from the camera and like I don't even know what I'm doing here right now.
It's already off
Gosh.
the rails.
Thank you for being here.
Yes.
Oh no, I like it. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry we're so
You have
weird.
to say that.
Yeah.
I'm paid to say that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah.
There you
exactly.
Oh, there you go. Now, Ryan, do you know who actually said that?
No.
Oh.
I'm just repeating Joey from the last few weeks.
All right,
that's
all right.
You
fair
should
enough.
Google it.
I already did that
And you
time.
got-
We're not doing it
How's
again.
those hemorrhoids feel, Joey?
Spicy.
Oh.
Spicy. Anyways,
So I think we should move on.
let's just move on.
Yeah, let's
Anyways.
do that.
So we'll jump into the Ask the Dorksman questions. First question this week comes from Austin, our good friend Austin. Austin _Keel on Twitter. So he wants to know, in the midst of what would be SDCC season, thank you for breaking our hearts, Austin.
Burn.
Yeah, if,
What
if
was
somebody
your-
else would have done it, you can't blame him.
Right, it's true. This was inevitable. What would be your ideal exclusive in this time of spending money during quarantine? So thinking of what hasn't been announced, what would be your like pie in the sky dream announcement? For him, it would be a Patrick Ballesteros office print. Hopefully I said that name right. I've
Yeah, you
Googled his
did.
art. It's beautiful. Or a Bim Toy Stay Puft Tiny Ghost would be his top two.
There's a cool. I don't know if you've seen it. There's a cool custom floating out there. I think Don
Mhm.
Ward did it. If
Yeah.
wants to see that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No.
I've seen it.
So Joey, why don't you kick us off?
Since this is pie in the sky and we're just dreaming here, first of all, I have to hope that they're still at least doing some sort of box of fun Funko, even if it's just the online version that they had probably planned like they did the last 2 years. And so I'm hoping that within this perhaps existent box of fun, there is a office themed Freddy, like a Dwight Freddy or maybe a Jim Freddy or something like that. That's what I would want, is some kind of office themed Freddy pop. That's it. It's just boring, simple answer. Sorry, nothing crazy.
Well, that's
on
good.
around
'cause
for
You got to
you.
figure out how to get it there. Yeah. I guess I'll go next since I usually go next. Then the the guest goes after me. Speaking of tiny ghost.
Josh the Tiny
Fun-
Ghost.
Right. Funko related, I know there's been a list of supposed leaks. I think it's only half the list if it's even real. I saw a comic book guy from The Simpsons on there. That'd be cool. You know, I'm an animation guy, so of course Rick and Morty. Bob's Burgers, hasn't been a release in a long time. I'd love to see something like that
Yep.
from them. But it goes beyond that. So that's that. Tiny Ghost, I talked about this recently with some others. I do like the 3 inches they're doing now. But that doesn't necessarily deter it for me, but I would like to either see a 3-inch or 5-inch flocked ghost of some sort. My best would be a flocked 3-pack with old yard work, brown bear, polar bear, or something new. I don't know if you guys even got a hold of my polar bear from the minis.
I
He's
saw
not
that.
white anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty messed
He's
up.
gotten pretty dirty, but that's okay. We got another one on the way, so we have one. I have one to rock and one to give to her. Anyway, the other thing I was thinking of is Toddland. I love their SDCC exclusives. I know they're probably still doing some, so I'm hoping they have something. I might have to go for the Bob's Burger mystery item again, in hopes that it's something just comical and great for the show. I love their stuff, so something there.
Yeah. Last year was what, the goat with 2 butts?
That's right. The two but a goat, two but a goat. So yeah.
You can't see it, but Clint's got a picture of a 2-butted goat. It's actually just
Son of-
Clint's face really zoomed in.
Oh, I thought it was his eyes.
You know they'll have a burger of the day pin and a burger of the day T-shirt.
Oh,
too.
for sure.
Yeah.
Gotta get those.
Yeah.
Last year,
Gotta get those.
what's this lime for? It just comes with lots and lots of limes. So
How
anyway,
about you,
that's
Josh?
my answer. Yeah.
For me, I was thinking probably around Quicks, maybe a tech, like a Thanos
There
tech
you
or
go.
something like that.
Yeah.
Just started to get
Nice.
into those, so that would, to me, I would really love that. And of course, Funko related stuff, but I think besides Funko,
Josh has got that Quicks money, man. Those things ain't cheap.
Yeah, those things ain't
No,
cheap.
they're not.
Did
That's why he
did manage to
specified
pick up
Thanos. He didn't say anybody else. It had to be
Yeah.
Thanos.
it just has
Did
to
you get
be
any of the
Thanos.
recent drops? Like the
No, because I strike out all the time, so
Yeah.
I've always got enough money ready.
Yeah.
Josh's got the
How
right
about you,
attitude.
Ryan?
I'm gonna stay on the theme that Joey started, Box of Fun, and I would love to see Freddy as Tony Stark with the nano gauntlet. I'm sorry, not left hand, right hand. No wait, Tony is.
Do the L's, Ryan. Do the L's.
No, I was trying to remember which one was Infinity Gauntlet, which one is Nano Gauntlet, because they're
It's,
opposing sides.
Oh
Nerd
yes,
alert.
they are. What if he's wearing both of them? Would that make you like explode, like combust, and like ascend? If they made a Freddy with both, he would just like ascend into the sky. And
Well, if you're asking the technical questions, the Infinity Gauntlet wouldn't fit on anybody's hand, except for Hulk, maybe. It is a lot larger. You forget, Nate, the Nano Gauntlet was designed to, restructure.
Right.
for this
You made
nano-
him get all technical, Nate. This is
I
your
know.
fault.
Brought it upon
Let's
yourself.
Fuck
add,
it up.
let's add something
Oh,
onto
yeah.
this question real quick, since two of you have already answered it. Josh, Freddy Funko, what would you like to see in a
Easy,
box of
Thanos.
fun this time? Thanos. I knew that. That's why I figured it'd be
Yeah.
the answer.
Ever since
I'd like to
Austin
see.
showed that picture, so I was like, I need to have
Yeah.
that for sure.
Well, I like the Freddy as Bob Belcher that they drew during last Virtual Con. I thought that was
I
cool.
thought
I'd love to
about
see
that when you mentioned seeing some Bob stuff. I would love to see that too. That'd be awesome.
Somebody put out a concept art of Freddy as Two-Face recently. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yes.
I saw
Oh, I
that.
did
That
see
was
that.
pretty
That is
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
cool
Great.
because right down the middle, even the crown was different colors. So I think that'd be
that'd
kind of
be cool.
interesting. I'm obviously not a huge DC fan, but when I saw that, I'm like, that's a nice idea.
Need Bob as Beef Squatch.
yes.
Nice.
For
right, your turn,
me,
What about you, Nate?
I mean, obviously the box of fun, because that's without saying. Ever since the first SDCC I went to, I've been picking up the bait Huck G Robotech figures.
Oh yeah, those are nice too.
So would love to see another one of them this year. I'm sure they will do one, probably just a different colorway. But even like a double size one would be really cool. They're a decent size as it is, but I like the bigger figures. So I think if they did something like that where it was like 1.5 or like two times size, would be really cool and would cost a butt ton of money. But I'd enjoy it, and I would definitely spend all that money I've saved from not spending during cons that I can't go to.
I noticed
I
nobody
would
said
definitely buy
anything
that.
about Thigpen.
Oh,
Oh,
That's you, Josh. That's your wheelhouse, buddy.
Okay, well, I could say Figment. Well, I mean, they rated the Thanos, so I guess it would have to be a new license, something that we haven't seen.
Star Wars,
Ooh.
Star Wars, yeah. Maybe
or
if they
you're
did,
talking about
like,
brand new, like haven't seen anything at
brand
all
new,
for it
yeah.
yet.
Something
Oh.
brand new.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I guess you could say Star Wars. I mean, I would say
Bob's
Stranger
Burgers?
Things. Bob's Burgers.
I love the Bob Burgers Dickens.
get like a Death Star XL fig pin would be pretty
An
awesome.
XXL.
Yeah, an XXL Death Star. Yeah.
Life
No,
size.
the pin board is the Death Star, and then you put them on the board.
Right. And you put
Are
all
they going to
the-
start doing movie moment fig pins now?
Oh,
The best would be somebody seeing that, wear that on their
They
chest.
have
Oh,
the
this is
two-pack, so-
the battle between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader.
they could do like an arc reactor one, right? Like 20, like like
That'd
just
be
a
kind of
big-
cool. Put it on the
Because I know
chest.
Ryan would wear that. He would.
That'd
just-
actually
he
be
would
kinda
definitely
neat.
wear that.
Would have been cool for the wedding. I don't know if the wife would have let me wear it though.
Your second
okay.
wedding
Or
you're talking
Your
about?
second wedding, when you renew your
Anyway.
vows, just wear it.
Right, there you go. Awesome question, Austin. Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank
And
you.
Austin, I'm excited for my print.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, his commissions are open, so please hit him up.
I think we should also take a moment, shout out Julie and Tanner as well for the awesome artwork they did for Sully, since he did get his card yesterday.
I wasn't included in that, so I'm not going to say anything.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Ooh.
moving on.
Ooh,
Ooh.
awkward.
Next question from Larry. Shout out to Larry. He's helped us do the redirect for dorkspinbingo.com. STS guy. What else is he in? He's in Totally Rad Movie Pod. Big fan, friend of the podcast. Thank you, Larry, for supporting us.
Yes.
His question is, if you were a DJ, what would your DJ name be? And Ryan, you can't use your existing DJ name.
Yeah,
and
edit
like I
is not
told
optional.
Joey the other day, I already have an answer for this anyway. So
Oh, okay. All right.
Well,
Why
then
don't you
go first then.
Yeah.
okay, and you guys are just gonna probably shake your head at it, but that's fine because this was my default answer. If I was able to go back in time 25 years ago to when I started getting into music, I would have just done TONE-E, Tone E Stark. I mean, it makes sense with DJing too, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be DJ RDJ. See, you can't take that one now because I just claimed it.
It's fine.
It's trademarked, copyright.
DJ RDJ. There you go.
Yep.
That's perfect.
DJ RDJ.
I like it.
You sound like a
I like
droid
it.
from Star Wars.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
It
thought
could
of.
be.
You need a numeric.
Well, that's how he talks. Beep, doop, whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah. Anyway, I would be DJ Mustache or DJ Monocle. I haven't figured out which one, but one of the two.
Monocle.
How about
I like
DJ
that one.
Eminem, mustache and monocle?
There you go.
Mm.
That's what the ladies say. Anyway,
Oh boy.
Oh, boy. Josh.
Josh, what you got?
I guess DJ Vault Boy. I don't know.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
on brand for you,
There you go.
Yeah.
I have this
It's got a
thing
ring
on-
to it.
Nate.
I truly have nothing. I
Oh, come on.
just can't even think of
You had
any.
several
guys
days
can
to
something
think of an
for me.
answer.
I know. I got you. No, he had a day. No,
I
don't
had
give it
like,
to him.
yeah.
He had a
I
day.
really haven't thought about this at all.
Well, come up with something. You could be DJ
I'm
Smash or
bad
something.
at stuff. Yeah, I'm bad at stuff like this.
DJ
It would,
Smash.
it would be something Hulk related. That would be,
DJ Smash.
yeah.
DJ Smash.
DJ Smash.
But then, see, my shtick would be like, I would like smash the turntables. Like, you know how people like, Rockstar smash the guitars. Like, I think that would be my shtick, where I would just throw my turntables into the crowd. Like, just do something.
DJ Smash.
Yeah.
That's how you end every set.
No, he does that at the beginning of the set and he just walks off.
There is a guy, DJ Swamp, who actually at the end of his shows, he'll put lighter fluid on the records, sets them on fire. So that's his gimmick. So smashing the turntables wouldn't be too far fetched, I guess.
We could do the record. You could smash the record.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Just
there
go
we
up
go.
and
Yes.
snap it in half.
Well, there we go. That's nice and easy. Thank you for answering my question for me.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate that.
And shout out to Larry for the question.
Yeah. Larry, we'd love to hear what your DJ name would
Yeah,
be.
I'm actually very curious, Larry. What would your DJ name be?
DJ Cheese.
That's
Yeah.
what I was.
What
I
kind
don't
of
know. He's
cheese?
gonna have to fight Cheesemo for that name.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Well, no, that's
Yeah.
Cheesemo.
So-
They're different. They're
I
different.
guess so. Yeah.
Shout out Cheesemo. Oh,
What's that for? We have a
Is
cheese.
that-
I gave a shout out.
Shout
Isn't
out.
that too?
Another
Another
shout-
forced it.
But you
There you
shouted
go.
out earlier.
This is gonna
Nate,
be
are
a
you
thing
able to
every
keep
week
up with
now.
all these since you're bad at math?
No, we're hit like 12 or 15. 'cause
No,
I'm
it
bad
wasn't.
at
It was
math.
like 8.
Either way. Oh, by the way, Nate fails at math joke.
Thank you.
I apologize
Man,
on
this
behalf
is
of
too
everybody.
much.
Clint was a little slow on the bell because,
I apologize.
Colorado,
Yeah.
drugs, brownies.
Call them edibles.
There we go.
But shout out to Clint's mom, though, for birthing a regular looking
Oh.
human. Despite all that.
Oh boy.
Anyways, moving on to today's topic. So we had Josh on today. Josh, you're a big video games guy. We've been spending a lot of time lately watching a lot of Twitch and a lot of Mixer. With Sully streaming a lot more now, we're all in there jumping on, hanging out, chatting, and enjoying that. We stream the Dorksman Game Nights. Secondary Heroes is on there doing their Fortnite nights. They've got their Artist Alley. They're, everyone's up on there. With all the drama and with everything going on with Mixer and Twitch right now, we felt like this would be the perfect opportunity to talk about live streaming and just kind of get everyone's thoughts on what's happening, my favorite streamers you guys watch, like what kind of games you watch on there and stuff like that. So yeah,
Can I
let's
just start out
keep it up.
by saying
Yeah.
I'm surprised that we're here? If you would have told me at the
Right.
beginning of the century that people watch other people play video games or stream whatever, I know you can stream much more than that. I would have
Yeah.
been all, what? Really? That's a thing? But
I
here we
agree with
are,
that.
and I mean, it's not bad. It's
Yeah.
I don't do as much as some others, but it's a thing and it works. And especially during this whole COVID thing, the pandemic is really given a great outlet for people to either try it or do more of it. I mean, I've been doing more of it. I know Ryan's been taking care of the 4 Dorksmen on Friday night when we do game night, Dorksman game night. Make sure you guys are there, twitch.tv/the_Dorksman. And, it's been amazing that this is a thing, like I remember when my little brother would watch me play video games. I'm like, really? Okay, if you want, but here we are, right? I mean, Ninja made how much off of this deal with Mixer?
25 million. Not to mention his partnership with Red Bull and Mixer had to pay him out on the contract even though they broke it. That's the craziest thing in my mind. Well, and Shroud had a pretty good payday as well, but not 25 million.
It's like 10 million for Shroud.
Clint just mentioned something, and it's crazy. I just thought about it, that there are literally tens of millions of people sitting around and voluntarily doing what we were forced to do by our older brothers and older cousins. Just watching somebody else play video games.
Some people, you know, they have to relive that memory.
Well, I mean, it's absolutely the case, right? Like, if you
It's
think
exactly
about
what
it
it
that
is.
way. Yeah. Now I know it's a lot different. Don't get me wrong, but it's just crazy. You know, that's a thing to me. I don't get me wrong, it's not a bad thing, and I understand it now. But you told me that 10, 20 years ago, I'd have been you're full of shit.
Yeah.
Here we are. But I mean, it does a lot to, like I said, goes into it. Like, the community is one thing. You know, shout out to Sully. And you know, he does his, and he has at least 50 viewers. I mean, this is like 3:00 in the morning. He still has 50 people in there, and there's people talking, chatting, interacting with him, and interacting. I mean, outside of him, you know, we do podcasts. Geek Together does theirs live, and I mean, we got in a tortilla discussion during the live last night. They were arguing if corn or wheat is better. See.
What do I know? I'm the Japanese guy from Hawaii.
What's the healthy option? That's why.
Right. But either way, I mean, the fact that that's a thing just blows my mind. Anyway, I just wanted to say that before we even started talking about this.
Well, thanks.
I think probably start off talking about the shutdown of Mixer and everybody moving to Twitch is probably the first thing we probably need to talk about.
Yeah, and that's still pretty fresh. Being that today is Sunday, it's not even a week. When this drops tomorrow morning, it'll have been a week since everybody in the world.
Now, Mixer's still active as of today, right?
Yes, until July 22nd. That's the kill date. However, there's very few people still left on the platform.
Well, right. That's an amazing thing in itself. How many people migrated how quickly?
Yeah.
And not only that they did it, that people knew what to do and followed them. That's just a
well, that's what they had to do.
Right, but it's impressive that they figured that out.
Yeah,
you know.
No, I'm talking about like the streamers. That's what they had to do. They had to leave and go to Twitch.
But they didn't have to leave. Yes, the next day they had.
Well, the quicker you get over there, the quicker you get to pull people that are going to be going over there to look at stuff. So
right, I agree.
It makes sense to provide content for a place that's no longer going to be there. I mean, you have to already start getting the ground floor working. You know, you look at Sully; he was building up to 2,000. Mm-hmm. Now he has to kind of start over maybe a little bit. I don't know what his count is now, but I mean, I have to bring those people that were so focused on Mixer now all the way to Twitch now to say, hey, this is where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Right. And that the secondary heroes have to, Dorksmen have to, like everyone had to. But it's just impressive how quickly we did it.
Main page right now, as Damien mentioned earlier in one of our chats, was everyone on the main page of Mixer just has their Twitch links. Like it's just like everyone's just on like a loop of their Twitch URL is basically what's happening. And it has to be done because that's your livelihood. Like that's your job, right? Yeah. Like your job says you're transitioning to another studio and you got to go. You get your ass going, or you're not going to get paid, right? These are like kind of entrepreneurs. They're working on their own. Yeah. So if you don't have that drive, you're not gonna make it.
Totally.
Right?
A lot of these people are self-employed. They stream doesn't necessarily mean that they play video games online, but they stream and are content providers for a living. Or I'm sorry, content creators. I should get that term correct, just to make sure that nobody shoots me in the head over that. Because really, I mean, streaming is one side of all of the content creation, and he'll never hear this, but shout out to Harris Heller. I watch his videos on YouTube. That's how I actually learned about some of the streaming stuff. But I started following him, and I appreciate him, especially now, because he's done so much for the community. Last night alone, he and I can't remember his Sam. So they did a 24-hour charity stream. A lot of these Mixer partners that were coming over, getting their feet wet on Twitch, he was dropping in randomly on their channels and gifting subs and donating to them. So like people freak the hell out. And a lot of these people know who Harris is. He's a very well-known streamer on Twitch. He's probably one of the higher guys. Maybe not ninja level, but he's very well-known. So I was actually watching when he raided somebody and he dropped 91 tier 1 subs, and the guy just literally cried.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and that's a whole nother discussion in itself, is subs and follows, and I don't even know the lingo. That's how out of the loop I am, but how insane that is by itself.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
There's a streamer that I follow named Cooley Smiley that I sub to, and for them, I asked her, I said, hey, so does my sub carry over to Twitch? And they're like, no, I have to redo all my subs again. So all that monthly revenue that they're or money that they're getting every month is now dependent on people going to Twitch now to sub to her, because they said that for Mixer it was going to go up until the end of the month, which is June. After that, then that's it.
Yeah.
So for them, they have to depend on people going over. So yeah, I mean, it's tough for people like Ryan's saying, it's their livelihood, and hey, it's an adjustment that they're making, especially now through this time period that we're in, where money's really tight for a lot of people, and especially having to go through this change now, it's tough.
Yeah. And to your guys' point earlier, to quote Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last. Which is true in this case. You want to try and migrate as soon as you can, so that way you get the content over.
Exactly.
And you start building the community faster. And coming from somebody that's actually been trying to get things up and running for not only our stream with the Dorksman, but my own personal one, it takes a lot of work in the back end to convert things. You would think that it's kind of straightforward, but it's really not. Hats off to everybody migrating over. Hats off especially to Sully, because I've learned a lot from watching that man. He's big brother to all of us, and he's always positive about it. So thank you, Sully.
Yeah, but how about that? You mentioned the community and how they help each other. That's kind of unique if you think about it. They're in direct competition, but at the same time, they're willing to help each other out, especially with people getting their feet wet and getting their feet off the ground, which is pretty cool.
The important thing is the community aspect of it all, and let's be honest and frank, that's the whole reason why the five of us are here today, is because we met through some sort of community. It may not have been streaming related. It's regarding nostalgia and toys, but community is the whole aspect what brings all these people, good people, together, I should say. We have a lot of awesome people in our community, and it's only going to keep growing. I mean, really, it's been almost a year since Fun Days, which is when I met all of you guys for the first time. And so much has grown out of that first initial meetup. I mean, that's the reason why this podcast exists today, over a conversation initially about pineapples being on pizza. And so, Clint, I'm sorry, you can see yourself out of this one, since you don't care so much about that.
Yet he's the one that won the Mod Pizza Pineapple Day giveaway. I should have tweeted at him, this guy doesn't even like pineapple on pizza. Take away this gift card that he just won. He's a Gordon Ramsay supporter.
Oh, he's a fraud.
Oh,
absolute fraud.
Well, you can't win unless you enter. I'm just saying.
Fair enough.
No, I'm glad you won. Do y'all have a Mod Pizza in Denver? Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Because there's not even one around here. Closest one's in Dallas.
Yeah, there's definitely none out here on this little island in the middle of the Pacific.
You just have the real
ding.
Real stuff.
Yes. Wow. Nice thing is they have gluten-free and dairy-free pizza. So we were talking about that on the Dorksman pre-party, which we do before the podcast. So anyway, bringing it back around. Back to streaming services. It's interesting now that so for anyone who doesn't know, there were mainly two. There were Mixer, which was owned by Microsoft, and there's Twitch, which is owned by Amazon.
Yes.
And then there's, I guess you could throw in YouTube in there.
I think we need to clarify too that Mixer is kind of migrated over to Facebook.
It's Facebook Gaming.
Yeah. So it's not really Mixer anymore by name, but I mean, in essence, they're taking it and moving it over.
Certain parts of it have been acquired by Facebook, is kind of like what the talk of the town is.
Right. Here's my thing. Is this a time for somebody else that's got an established big company like an Apple or something to come swoop in and start something new?
I would absolutely say
there
no.
is actually, but there is.
Well, I mean, yes and no. I think Twitch has already have built the ground floor so much for themselves to where they're built upon it very heavily that I even look at Facebook and YouTube. I don't think they're gonna hang with Twitch. Now that Twitch is getting all these Mixer streamers now,
right?
They're even growing even more. I mean, Ninja was a big hit, I guess you could say, but at the end of the day, they won that because now
they're back on Twitch.
But what if Apple comes to Shroud and Ninja and is like, hey, look, we're planning on starting something. We will pay y'all, whatever it is, 8 figures or whatever.
Here's why I'm going to say no, and Josh may or may not agree with me here, especially with the Apple front. Pretty much every big gamer does it on a PC. There's a reason why Apples just don't jive with it. So Apple in specific would not be the company I would, just me personally, I don't feel is the best approach on it, because if you ask every big gamer, you don't do it on an Apple.
That was just an example of a big company. What if it's Sony?
No, but But the thing is, well, it all depends too. Like if they're doing it just to do it and get some money out of it, they're gonna screw it up. Like
Yeah.
Josh said it best. Twitch has been here forever. I mean, there's still things I don't like about Twitch, but at least they've changed and evolved and grown. And then if you're just throwing something together to try to compete, you're gonna lose.
Yeah. Compete for the right reason, not for the monetary benefit of it all. Do it because you're trying
Right.
to.
There's a rumor going around right now that Spotify had a streaming service that's lined up called Brime. I would believe that's what it's called.
Brime?
I've
Brime.
heard about this too.
There's just a rumor right now, obviously, going around about the Doctor Disrespect thing, was that he was approached by Spotify, to jump ship, and Twitch got a hold of that and was like, well, you have an exclusive deal with us. You shouldn't be talking to these other companies. And they terminated his contract immediately and are basically just, trying to blackball him for the time being. A lot of the stuff that's happened recently with him is just, it seems like there was a lot of controversy around, like he had some issues with his wife and things like that previously, but all that stuff got resolved. His previous ban, like I'm talking specifically Dr. Disrespect, like all his previous stuff was kind of dealt with. And he came out with an official statement himself yesterday on Twitter saying that Twitch has not told him why he was banned. So he was just, everything got revoked. He lost all his subs. Everything just went away. And he was not given an official reason. And I guess maybe he's lawyered up and he's not saying anything on his own. People like Ninja and Shroud, who have been away from Mixer now, who are free agents for over a week now, they haven't said anything officially about what they're doing. They haven't come out and been like, we're sticking with Twitch long term, or we're doing this, we're doing that. And these three guys right now, if that's the deal, they control all the cards, right? If Ninja turned down like a $60 million Facebook deal, someone's gonna be paying him more or paying him like longer term, or like he's got to have something on the table. He's not stupid. He didn't get to where he is by just, I mean, he did get to where he is by playing games, but he didn't get to where he is by not understanding the business aspect of it, right? So
Yeah.
I do think though that Twitch has such a stranglehold on the streaming market that I understand what Mixer was trying to do. I liked the interface of Mixer much more than Twitch. I just the big content guys are on Twitch. So unless there's more than just the big three, like if it's got to be more than Shroud and Ninja and Dr. Disrespect to go to a new streaming service for me to switch. Like I watch a lot of working on FIFA. I worked with a lot of YouTubers and Twitch streamers and stuff like that, and those guys are all embedded in Twitch for a very, very long time. Like thousands and thousands of followers. And like when the guys worked with Castro, I first started watching him and working with him, and he was at 1,200 viewers. He averages 20K viewers playing FIFA like every day. So just see him grow over the last like 5 or 6 years is just phenomenal. But you're going to need more than just the big three, I think, for any company to be successful. Because I mean, like look what happened to Mixer, right? They got Shroud, they got Ninja exclusively. It didn't work out for them.
Well, here's a real question, Nate, especially tying back to like a previous episode of ours. Have you spoken to Chew Boy about any of this kind of stuff? Because I feel like he would be the perfect person that we've had wrapped in with our circle here that would be able to give great insight on how he feels about the way the movement of the world has been in the last week.
He's just doing his own thing. He doesn't.
He's not like a big streamer, right?
He was he's got like I think he averages 300-400 viewers when he's streaming on Twitch, which is not bad. Like that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But most of his stuff was he did the FIFA esports commentary stuff. So when he was streaming, he would be on like the official EA channels and he'd be the one doing the commentary and stuff like that. So he kind of does the Twitch stuff on the side. He does more of the live event stuff. Is obviously now without it happening, like with COVID and everything, he's been doing more Twitch streaming and whatnot. But normally he would have been more time on the road. He traveled like a ton.
I remember
like,
him saying that.
Yeah, monthly he would be doing an event somewhere else in the world. So he didn't have a really big set schedule for streaming until recently.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, you know what? So first of all, Dr. Disrespect, is that his name?
Yep.
Yes.
This is like the first I've heard of him, to be completely honest with you guys.
Right.
And the reason I bring that up is there are so many different people doing streams, and I'm thinking of some of the weird things you've heard over the years about streamers. Like, wasn't there one woman who was a streamer who was selling bathwater as she was in? Isn't that a thing?
Really?
I,
That was a thing?
yeah.
I don't know if she was a streamer, but I remember that
Wow.
story.
Well, I thought she
Yeah.
was a streamer. That's where I think came from. And it's funny because I mean, not that I follow a lot, but I follow people that do. They like something, and I see that there's this attractive female, and she's a streamer. So it's like, are people following you because they like your video games, or are they following you for some other content? You know what I mean?
Half and half.
So it's just interesting. Probably
Yep, half and
you're probably right. I this is strictly just a gut feeling in a sense. I have no basis. I have no names or anything to share, but it's just interesting how much of a dynamic there are between all these people that are out there streaming. And Doctor Disrespect does not sound like somebody I'd want to watch anyway. But I'm sure there's a reason he's so popular.
Yeah.
He plays a character, right? It's
Yeah.
just like like an '80s action star type of.
Oh, okay.
character.
Yeah, he's got that mustache.
Yeah, and perfectly honest for myself, I watch a lot of Twitch. I don't follow him. I don't watch him. A lot of him. I think I maybe watched like 5 or 10 minutes of his stream ever. But I can see why he's entertaining. Like people like that persona, right? Like Josh, did you watch a lot of his stuff, or like
No.
are you familiar with
I
him?
just
No,
saw
not
him a
really.
lot through the different ads for gaming and stuff like that.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's another thing. All these sponsors that are involved, it's crazy how many. I mean, it's the reason esports is now a thing on ESPN, right?
Mhm.
Because it's become so popular because of this. And just insane to think about the people who put money, just these people give money. I mean, like G Fuel's the first one that pops in mind.
Yeah.
There's a lot of G Fuel gamers to give them the energy to compete and keep competing for however long period of time. But I know there's plenty of them. It's such a phenomenon to me.
So Clint, to pivot off of your idea that you had earlier, saying that back when we were children, if anybody ever told you that there would be a platform someday about the internet, which we knew nothing about when we were 8, of course, that
Right.
you'd be able to watch somebody play video games that lives around the world from you. Which shout out to MacDuck also. I don't know if he'll listen to this, but he has been a very big supporter of us. I'll be honest. He ended up
Thank you, MacDuck.
Yeah, he ended up. I think he connected with Sully via Mixer, and so he ended up following us. I actually was playing Jackbox with him and the Duck Squad a few days ago, and he's all the way in the EU, and he's such a nice guy. Not even knowing who we are personally, I don't think he's listened to an episode of the podcast yet, but he was very supportive. He rated me when I was playing Super Mario World the other night, which was like, what? Such a cool guy.
Oh, I'm sorry I missed that, by the way.
I mean, to my point here, the reason I'm bringing this up is I would have never met this man. Ever. And it's just super cool that he's just the nicest guy, and it's all because of video games and streaming online. So go figure.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. I'm glad you
So
guys
Josh,
like us.
you guys, with Secondary Heroes moving from Mixer to Twitch, like, has there been a transition for you guys? Like, has it been a lot of moving stuff around, or is it just pretty straightforward for you guys too? Because I know you with your Artist Alley stuff.
I think for me, I don't know too much of the background because it just happened last week. I was out of the loop because I was out of town last week, so I don't know. To me, I think it's gonna be a little slow, just how it is. But for anything, it's just good to finally have something permanent to stay on to kind of drive people. And I think going with Twitch, to me, I think it's probably a lot better. It's easier to access than it is for Mixer. You have to create a whole Microsoft account to
Right.
have.
Yep.
So I think Twitch is a little bit easier, especially if people have Amazon Prime. They have it ready to go straight to their accounts. I think we're probably in the boat, same with everybody else, is just kind of migrating people over to that. I mean, I'll say, like, for me, for example, I was getting ready to start building my own personal stream.
Mhm.
I had everything ready for Mixer, and then
Oh,
next
Oh
week,
no!
this
Right.
Twitch, I was like, oh man, I was just figuring everything out.
Yeah.
But
Right.
the
You just
thing-
bought a new PC, right? Like you just got
Yeah, I just
your
bought a
new
PC,
setup and everything. Yeah.
I feel
Wow.
you there,
That's the main reason
pal.
why I
I
bought
feel you there.
But,
so maybe let's take a moment and talk about the pros and cons of Mixer versus Twitch. How about that?
Well, I think one large positive, as Josh just mentioned, because Amazon rather owns Twitch, if you are a Prime subscriber, you actually can gift or give one sub every month that's included with your Prime membership. So it's not saying that you have to use your sub every month in the same person, but if you have different people in your friends list that are, for example, partnered, you can, or even affiliate rather, you can sub to them 1 month, and the beautiful thing about the Prime membership is that streamer gets all $5 of it. In normal cases, if you are a tier 1 sub, which would cost you $5 as a subscriber, Amazon would take half, and the subscriber, I'm sorry, the streamer would take half.
Yeah.
So in this case, like say for
Interesting.
example, we'll talk about Sully. Once Sully reaches affiliate and you want to sub to him, he'll get all $5 of your subscription. Versus if you're not a Prime subscriber and you do a tier 1 sub, he only gets $2.50, which is still great. Don't get me wrong, but that's an added
Right.
benefit for free that you get on top of your Prime membership. So food for thought.
So, and you know what? I'm just thinking about the cost of Prime here, real quick. It's what is it still $130 a month
120, I
I
think.
think they have
You mean a
120,
year?
They have a month
per year? Yeah.
120 a
They
year.
have a
Sorry.
monthly plan,
So I mean, if you're doing that and you start, you add that up, that's $60 that you'd be using for a sub. That's half of the money.
Yeah. Not to mention all the free
For a Prime membership.
free shipping that you
Right.
get.
They like
right?
the free shipping, the music. There's other deals. Yeah. Just a thought if anyone's thinking about doing that, but it's a good point.
Also,
Very good
too, I
point.
mean, you bring up the music. Twitch now allows you to use any music clips or music or anything owned by Amazon on stream without having to worry about copyright.
Yeah.
So that's,
Because they
that's
own the
nice.
rights to it.
Well, and I mean,
That's
can you
definitely an
imagine
added
if
benefit.
Yeah.
right? But can you imagine if I almost called it the wrong thing? The Spotify one, the music they'd get to use with that. If they're assuming it's the same thing. Interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of Twitch issues with the DMCA stuff as well. So people initially, again, back to Dr. Disrespect, was people thought it was a DMCA takedown, and a lot of the bigger streamers, a lot of streamers just ignore it because it's just like whatever. It's music.
What's DMCA? I'm
So
not familiar with that
DMCA
term.
is essentially what's happening in current times. The record labels are yanking your stream if you're playing copyrighted music because they're saying you don't own the rights to this in order to
Right,
be
okay.
broadcasting it. And essentially what it
Okay.
comes down to is the labels are not making any kind of money off of your profiting, off of your stream. So they want their piece of the
Right.
pie. That's essentially what it comes down to. I have a DJ friend locally that does another podcast, and this is one of the subjects of conversation each week is how do you get around the DMCA stuff? Where are we going to try and bounce our streams to? Because Instagram is awful. Mixer, they wouldn't allow it, which is one of the big reasons why we never did anything there, with my DJ streaming, since we talked about that. Twitch seems to be a little bit more lenient with it, but there are repercussions coming down the pipe.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were all alive during Napster, so we remember that ordeal. So, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Interesting though. So, I mean, it's crazy how that's an issue, but then like the video, well, I guess the video games are getting exposure if you're thinking about that. You know what I mean?
And it's treated in a different light. But the beautiful thing also about Twitch, going back to the benefits about it, there are a lot of people that are doing other creative things. So not necessarily video games. Shout out to Priscilla, Valor and Vellum, who does arts. She is an artist and she has her own personal stream. So I know that even Austin was thinking about doing something on Mixer for his personal stuff, doing art.
Well, I mean, the secondary heroes in their artist alley.
So all of that stuff, there is an avenue for it. I don't remember the name of the streamer that I've watched a few times, but she plays piano and she plays guitar and she sings. And she was a partner on Mixer. Another one who actually, from what I understand, was approached by Microsoft and Mixer is Deadmau5. Deadmau5 would actually live stream all of his production stuff. So for those that don't know, he actually does a lot of the sound and even the lighting design for his shows. He doesn't pay somebody to do that. So he was going through the creative process from start to end and showing people what he does, which I think is beautiful because I'm into that really nerdy shit.
Yeah, you are.
You don't say.
You're right though. One thing I did like about Mixer though is it had a little more interaction with the community, and I say that in the sense that I think of like everyone had an avatar on their user profile on Mixer versus Twitch. Like I mean, we haven't done a lot with it, but even it was nice to identify those photos versus having to actually squint down and try to read a name, especially since the text color changes every time.
Well, you can have an avatar on Twitch, though.
You like displayed in the chat?
Oh, I'm sorry, to display in the chat. No.
Yeah, I know you have one
Okay.
with like your account. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But,
I didn't.
No. Understood. I mean, it's like the volleyball stuff where you could get the crowd to interact.
GIFs,
I liked
I know.
the GIFs. Yeah.
Consistently across
I know
the
that, and I
board.
know
that's a downside that we all agree on is the GIFs.
I know there's plugins they're working on, but it just hasn't been the same yet. And hopefully, and I mean, there's some smart people in the world. They're going to figure that one out. But I like the Mixer. I don't know. Maybe it was just the sharpness of it. It was very cleaned up compared to Twitch. Now, don't get me wrong. Twitch has evolved a lot. Geez, in the last like month even compared to where it was. But it's just crazy to me.
I think Mixer just gave the audience in the chat more of an opportunity to do things, to interact, and to kind of if the gamer, for instance, was doing something that only someone were paying attention to, the rest of them were almost interacting amongst themselves in the chat, which I know happens a lot of times on, just Sully's stream. He'll be doing something, and sometimes there'll be a group of people that are just talking or going back and forth about stuff. And I definitely think Mixer had that advantage. But like Clint said, it's just a matter of time, I think, before Twitch adds some of those aspects that were popular on Mixer.
Yeah, they're going to learn from what Mixer's successes were.
Yes, I hope so.
Especially being that they brought over so many of those partners.
Right. They want to make them happy, which they should. Especially if there's this rumored Spotify. What is it called again?
Prime.
I keep thinking that's not right, but it is. Okay. Anyway, Prime could happen. Yeah, right. or Spotify Prime. It's like Amazon Prime. Anyway, it could be interesting how that works out.
You're a rapper now, Clint?
Not a good one.
At least you admitted it.
You can try.
Yeah, there's a reason I'm not making money doing that either.
Stick to the staplers.
I'm not good at that either. But anyway, yeah, I really hope so, because it's as a streamer myself, I've been streaming for 5 years now, just as a hobby. I've usually done it one night a week. Luckily, Sully is very encouraging and helpful, and him and I do co-stream usually Tuesday or Wednesday nights, and we've been playing everything under the sun from Mario Kart to we played Super Mario World the other night. Anyway, the point is it's hard to be a streamer. I think I think a lot of people think it's really easy to just say I'm going to play video games, but you got to have the right tools, as in the right technology. I mean, Ryan, we talked about your PC. Josh just got a new PC for that reason. Your capture card you got to have, and it can go somewhere. I mean, lighting could break you if you're doing a webcam, which you basically have to do to compete anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah, the microphone. I know we've all goo and god over the new level 3.
Elgato Wave 3.
Yeah, I mean, Elgato. Thank you. Yes, I couldn't think of that name. But I mean, even our microphones we have, are that. So, and not only that, I mean, between all the background, I know graphics are not easy. So I think I don't fully understand how hard it is to be a Twitch or whatever streamer, but I understand there's a lot that goes into it. Yeah,
that's the
content
term of the hour. Yes, content.
Was it creator or was it content? No, it's creator,
Content
not provider.
creator.
You said provider last time. Got it.
So, Josh, are you going to move over to Twitch on your individual stream that you were planning on starting on Mixer, or?
I'm waiting to hear back from Facebook and YouTube what they're going to offer me, and then I'll make sure.
You want that Shroud money?
Hey,
Trying to get that.
if you can get it, good for you, sir.
Don't lock yourself into anything, Just keep it open. You never know.
Don't sign a contract until you consult your agent.
Yeah,
I'll probably more than likely just do Twitch. I mean, I like it already, so I might as well.
What were you planning on streaming?
Whatever. I mean, mostly AAA games. So right now, I've been playing a lot of Borderlands 3 right now.
Yes, sir.
Got Joey's attention.
Calm down, Joey.
Yes.
Calm down.
But
have you played the new DLC yet?
No.
Oh, come on,
Here
man.
we go.
I'm starting over because I just bought it on PC, so I have to start all over again. So
Wait, have you, Joey? Because I heard you hadn't played it. Okay.
Yeah, no, it just came. The newest one just came out Thursday.
Oh.
The one you're talking about was the one I was waiting for McGuire to get back from quarantine to play. But we played that one and finished that one, and the latest one just came out this past Thursday.
Nice.
McGuire and I have talked about streaming and just the banter between the two of us, and just having people tune in to that out. But
that'd be
I'm not set up.
Listening to you guys just shit.
I'm not set up. I'm not set up for streaming. So
well, if you think about it, we can always do the Four Dorksmen for you too. Get you the crowd we already have.
So Clint, to kind of pivot off what you were saying earlier about the equipment, I think it also important to mention for anybody that hasn't gone down this avenue yet, that maybe wants to try it. You can have all the greatest equipment in the world, fanciest layout, great widgets, good stinger transitions. You could spend a lot of money on doing all of this stuff. The bottom line is content creators are engaging with their audience. Like, there's a reason why so many people gravitate to people like Sully. And I know we talk about Sully a lot on our podcast. He's the big reason why we're here as a podcast, because we listen to him on the Funko Funcast. But really, if you look at how engaging he is and how positive he is as a person, that's why so many people want to come and hang out in his stream or hang out with Sully in general. And Josh, I know that you wanted to chime in on this as well. What are your thoughts?
So I mean, I think of Mixer. What I'm going to miss from it though is that You think about, like, for me, PAX South, they would always have a booth or a big area called was it Hype Zone, and all the Mixer streamers will be there where you can interact with them and get to talk to them. To kind of get, I guess you guys said that's how I met one of the Mixer streamers that I sub to. Is just you get to know them and you get to talk to them, and you get that personal connection with them to kind of really know who you're getting to know who you're supporting when you're watching them live. So I know hopefully Twitch takes advantage of that now that Mixer will no longer have that presence at like PAX or maybe even at E3 or wherever.
But Twitch has its
They have Twitch.
Twitch has its own con, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they have their own con.
So I'm wondering, that's interesting.
I'm guessing E3 will start to morph a little bit more because a lot of people had thoughts that maybe E3 would eventually become like a quote unquote Mixer con or integrate more of that into it. So I'm sure that it's going to have to change now that there is no Mixer.
Yeah.
E3 has to happen in the first place for it to do anything.
Yeah.
Fair point. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we can talk about E3 and all that stuff. That's another probably
That's-
hour-long discussion
Exactly.
with how E3's evolved over the years as well. But from the last E3 I went to, they had a Twitch booth there, and it was partners only. So like you had to be like a Twitch partner to access the booth. Like it wasn't hey everybody come check Twitch out. It was like this is a hub for affiliates and partners of Twitch that could hang out and basically get off the floor away from the madness.
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
basically
they got to
what it is.
change that. They can't have this high "I'm better than you" attitude. That's kind of how that comes off to me, at least.
Yeah.
Interesting. Good call, Josh. I wouldn't even thought of that.
So you're gonna start streaming soon, Josh? Like this week? You're gonna just jump into it?
We'll see. Well, I guess this week would be pretty good. I mean, it's 4th of July week. I have a short week this week, so I could probably
Amen,
try it
brother.
out.
There you go.
Well, we got Friday night. You can't have it.
But you're welcome to
I
play
give up.
Jackbox with us. You've done it before.
Yes,
Maybe after
we'd love that. We'd love to actually have you on there.
Artist Alley or before Artist Alley, I could do that.
Right, and you guys got Thursday night.
Yeah.
We've had this discussion appropriately, so I'm all for it. Yes, but yes, please keep us posted because we'd love to come watch you. Especially Joey and Nate would love to come watch you play some. I almost said
play
Fortnite, and that's
Borderlands.
not right. Play some Borderlands. Yes,
That boy ain't right.
we already did King of the Hill.
Yeah,
Try
we
something
did.
You
Give
can
the bell a
still give
rest.
the bell a ring.
No, we already got the square.
It don't matter. You know how many times you rang it for the same thing earlier? Don't be biased.
Ooh.
Ring the damn bell. There you go.
There you go, just for you. Well, this is interesting. I need experiments more with these streamers. And we get on Sully's stream. Of course, we have our own Dorksman stream Thursdays, and of course either Tuesday or Wednesday with Sully. The STS guys are now doing their podcast on Twitch. I know the Secondary Heroes have their game night or game night / Artist Alley on Thursday nights. Geek Together does their podcast. Actually, they do their pre-party on Twitch. That's kind of all I have, but I know there's more. Why don't we if you guys have any recommendations on people to follow or check out, let's do that, and then we'll wrap it up.
If you're looking for somebody that plays a lot of different games, Cooley Smiley, KOOLY SMILEY on Twitch. Pretty good streamer. Really engages with the community. Has a lot of fun. So her and her boyfriend are like a streaming couple, I guess you could say. So they have their own streams, but they'll interact with everybody, which is pretty cool.
You have anybody to recommend? Nate? I know you said you watch a lot of Twitch, so
Yeah, I just kind of watch a little of everything. Like I'm more just whatever game I feel like watching, I'll just jump on and I'll watch. But I'll plug our former guest and our good buddy of mine, Chew Boy. He streams on Twitch mostly these days, twitch.tv/ChewBoy7. Mostly FIFA content. I know he's doing a little Last of Us 2 playthrough right now because that's kind of the hot thing. But yeah, give him a follow and give him a watch when he's on.
Joey, anybody?
Nah.
No, I don't.
nah.
That's fair, and I don't have one, unfortunately. I will
It's
say,
dumb.
it's dumb. Shout out to the pre-party. Oh my Gatos one is a friend of ours,
Yes.
Boston. I'd make sure to follow him. I'm trying to think of any individual that I might have missed talking about earlier.
Is Ava streaming yet?
Not yet.
Come on, man. You need
Soon.
to get her ahead of the curve.
I'm working on
Just
it.
think how many
Bosley
followers she
first.
could have.
Oh, she doubled mine in an
Instantly.
hour. Yeah,
Yeah.
it wouldn't even be. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm following you on Twitch.
Right.
I've been doing that for a while. I used
you
to
have.
stream
But
on
I'm just
Twitch.
saying, like Ava couldn't even do anything. I should find a webcam and just follow her around playing in my basement, and people would probably watch.
No, just let her try to play an actual game like Call of Duty and just
Yeah, just put a controller in her hand.
That's my
See what
3-year-old
happens.
little girl playing Call of Duty.
Which,
Might
by
be a
the
little
way,
wild.
speaking of Call of Duty, I did figure out all of our audio issues that we ran into the first time. So if you guys ever want to give a run at it again, Joey, Nate, and Josh, if you want to join in,
Yeah.
we can do Plunder again. But yeah, we could definitely make it happen this time.
let's do that
Nice.
Friday night.
We could.
Friday night's game night, man. Friday night's time to relax, have a
Duty's
few
the game.
beers, and no, we can laugh at. By the way, I'm glad Clint.
the one guy saying no is the guy that doesn't have Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just want to
Let's
point
do it
that
this
out.
week. Let's do it.
I mean, technically, we could
We'll
still
find a night.
have it as community game night. We could just rotate people in and out, kind of like what Sully does. You know, our fourth member, we rotate game after game. So it could be possible. But we'll
Let's
talk
table
about
this and spin and come back around. Let's parking lot it.
Yes, parking
Put
lot.
it in the.
Parking
Let's
lot.
put it in the airport hangar.
Yes.
That's right.
Anyway,
Ryan, you got anybody else to
Ryan,
follow?
it. I know you mentioned Boston.
Yeah.
I think his handle on Twitch is actually just Oh My Gatos.
Oh,
There's no
I thought it was the one.
numerical. Like he did have it on Mixer, but
Okay.
I believe it's Oh My Gatos.
Okay.
If you guys want to check me out in specific,
Yeah.
I started streaming, so it's Asian Tony Stark. I've been doing some retro gaming like Super Mario World since Clint lit that fire under my butt. And I play Call of Duty, I play Halo on Fridays with Sully. I may end up doing some other stuff later, but if you want to just come and hang out, shoot the shit, please do. I'd be happy to have you.
Cool. Well, that wraps up our streaming discussion. I think it's now time for something else.
It's game time. See, I brought it back
Yes.
old school.
I like
Without
old school.
breaking our eardrums.
It's vintage.
It's vintage. It's like a fine wine.
It's retro.
Yeah, since we're talking about gaming, sure, we'll call it retro. It's like Pong.
Oh god.
This week's
Anyways,
game, yes. This week's game is called Don't Cross the Streams.
ooh,
So you're going to pick a number 1 through 16. The number corresponds to one of Twitch's top 10 streamed games in March. Now, why March? Because it's the most recent one I could find. Yeah,
I
so
believe that.
I'm going to give you a clue with some trivia about a particular game, one of the top 10 games. You will earn points based on the number of millions of hours that were streamed that month. Now, I'm not going to give you, 4 million points or whatever. I've rounded it to like a number that's actually usable because I'm not that good at math either in my head.
You said it, not me.
Yep, that's right. Ding.
See, you said that earlier, and you gave that.
I'm sorry. That was my fault then. My mistake. That was my bad. I thought we didn't said that one yet.
He's ding dong happy. So the numbers are randomly assigned. So I know it's like 1 through 16. So don't think like the number one streamed game for the month is the number one when you're picking from numbers. If you guess right based on the clue what the game is, you get again those points based on the millions of hours streamed. If you get it wrong though, you lose those points. There's some big ones out there. If you land on one of 4 special numbers, it's like a daily double. I'll give you the topic beforehand based on which number you land on, and then you can choose to wager points. If you happen to land on it and you don't have any points yet, or you have negative points, then it's worth 100 points. That's just the number that I assigned to it. And then there are 2 spots out of the 16 that are little bombs, and you lose 50 points if you land on those. Yep.
It's like bankrupt.
Or like we were saying on game night, he dead.
He did.
you did.
All
That's not
right.
a bingo score yet, as far as I know.
So,
Yeah, it should be though.
are we ready?
As ready as we're gonna be.
Sure.
All righty. First up, Josh, you get to pick first. 1 through 16, brother.
Oh man, 5.
Oh, that's not a good. No, I'm kidding.
That's Sully's favorite number.
Okay.
Why are you saying it's not a good number?
Number 5, here's your clue. Further into the Undercity, in the War Quarter, there's an honest-to-God fight club where you'll find 2 NPC fighters named Edward and Tyler. This clearly is a reference to the film Fight Club.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, Josh. I'm not gonna do well either.
That is a tough one.
I know this one.
Man.
I thought you would.
Do you really?
I thought he
Yeah,
would.
this might be Nate's game.
Yeah, I think it might be Nate's game because I'm not familiar with this. I'm just gonna say I don't even know what game it is out there with that. Fight Club. I don't know.
No.
I
Nate, you want to tell them what it was?
It's World of Warcraft.
It is World of Warcraft,
Ah.
I
which
wouldn't
was
know that.
number 4 for the month with 1.06 million hours streamed
That
on
make-
Twitch.
Wow.
I'm not.
So
I
that's-
wasn't
I
thinking-
feel like Damien
Yeah.
would have known.
That's
that.
Oh,
negative
Damien, yeah.
106 points for you, by the way, Josh.
Fine. That's
Actually,
fine.
Corgi would have known that too.
Josh, Nate's gonna be the one with positive points here. Don't worry, buddy.
Yeah, I should have thought about this. Like, that's a huge game, but I didn't know they fought like that. I don't know. I don't know.
Those aren't
I don't know.
No,
World
it's just
of
what got me was
Warcraft
the
character
name.
names either. Tyler.
I just felt like what?
Nobody
Yeah.
said it was going to be easy, Clint.
No, I know, but I'm like just saying.
Jeez.
You got so and so the Brave and Tyler.
Ryan, your turn.
Yes.
Pick a number 1 through
All right.
16.
11.
Okay.
Okay, good. It's not a bomb.
Yeah, that's the
is
worst.
not.
That might be the best outcome if you're gonna lose 106 points for listing wrong, which you only missed 50 for the bomb.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you want to do the game next time?
I do. No, you do a fantastic job.
Shut
this
your
is-
mustached mouth.
Your mustachioed mouth.
Mustachio. Here's your clue, Ryan. This game has 9 main game modes: competitive, casual, deathmatch, arms race, demolition, wingman, flying
Oh, I
scoutsman,
know what this is.
danger zone, and weapons course.
I'm just gonna take a wild guess. Valorant.
Is it Rocket League?
No. Anybody know?
Oh,
No, I don't know this one.
It's actually Counter-Strike Global Offensive,
Ooh.
which was number 7 for the month with 1.45 million hours streamed. So you lose 145 points.
Shut your face, Clint.
I'm laughing because
Nobody
I'm gonna be in the
asked you.
same boat. Don't worry.
Speaking of which, it's your turn, Clint.
I'm gonna go with number 1.
Boom.
Nope. Nope.
Damn.
I'm
No,
kind of
but-
upset about
Been
it. too.
funny though.
Here's your clue. The voice actor for Pathfinder, Chris Edgerly, actually has a role in the 2007 film Pathfinder, which is the same name as his character on this game.
Nate's look on his face doesn't fill me with confidence.
No, these are hard, man. These are not easy.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I think I know this one.
Is
I have
it
a guess, and
Destiny?
I'm probably going to be wrong.
Destiny's my guess because I don't know.
No, do you think you have it, Josh?
What is it, Josh?
Oh man, I already lost it.
Oh,
Gone like a fart in the
Yeah,
wind.
exactly.
It is Apex Legends.
There you go. That's what it
With
is.
1.67 million, which means
No.
you lose 167 points. Clint?
so I'm now losing.
Hey, I'm still leading over
Yes,
Clint.
you are.
Yes. Nate.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Is it a bomb?
No, it is not.
Oh, perfect.
This game has garnered controversy due to the use of white phosphorus as a kill streak in multiplayer.
Oh man, I don't know the name of it.
I can hear the wheels cranking, Nate.
Yeah. Oh.
You don't want to get this one wrong, sir.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna guess.
Okay.
Okay, you have to.
League of Legends.
No. Yes.
Do you know it?
I figured he would.
Oh, what is it?
Yes.
Was
And
it?
this one is, it's actually the second most streamed game for March
Yeah.
with 4.12 million
Oh.
hours. So that's negative 412 points for you.
Jeez. Okay, I feel better now.
Ouch.
What did
Josh!
you pick?
Back to you. We've 1, 2, 5, and 11 have been picked.
So Josh is leading with.
Yes, he is.
It's like golf.
It's totally like golf.
With the lowest score might win. Lowest negative score.
I'm gonna go with 9.
Niner.
Bomb.
Boom. It was a grenade. Negative 50 points.
You know what? Though that might be better than you picking.
Yeah, it
That
might
would be
be.
for me. So,
It would be.
Yeah.
that might be the way to win the game is get the bombs.
Ryan.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep track of the
That was 9.
numbers that were picked.
So
here.
1, 2, 5, 9, and 11.
1, 2, 5,
9 and 11.
1, 2, 5, 11, and 9. Okay, I will do number 17.
1 through 16, you dingus.
Oh, was it 16? I thought it was 20, sorry. Too many numbers. Okay, we will do number 13 then.
Alrighty then. Your clue. Pay attention to Michael whenever somebody is talking on his right side. He shifts his body more towards that person because Michael's voice and motion capture actor Ned Luke is deaf in his right ear in real life.
Good luck.
What the hell?
The hell is correct?
That might be the name of it. I don't know.
Say what?
I have a guess, but
It's not
Ryan,
This Is
do you
Us
know?
No.
What is your guess, Nate?
is it Dead by Daylight?
No, it's GTA 5.
Oh, GTA.
Oh
2.
wow!
GTA
is
5
that?
is still... Wow.
With
Yeah.
1.02 million hours, you lose 102 points.
That could have been worse.
Yeah.
That could've
Yes,
been-
trust me. It could be worse.
Oh,
So,
I know.
So if this is like golf, I get a handicap in this all this, right?
I'm not making a comment on that.
And there's no mulligans. I'll take number 6, please.
Boom.
Another negative. 50 points, picked our other bomb. At least all the bombs are out of the way now.
Hey, that's
Thank
the
you,
best
Clint.
outcome, I think, for this game for me. So I'll take it.
Yeah.
We're either gonna get more points or we're gonna.
Nate.
Fuck.
That's not a number.
Neither's-
Yeah, it's not.
3.
Wow.
Oh. Boop, 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 boop. You get the daily double.
Ooh, I like the noise.
So since you have no points to wager, you just get a chance at 100 points. And if you get
So-
it wrong, you lose no points. So it's
Oh,
only
perfect. Okay, that's okay.
100
I'm
point
okay with
bonus.
Never
Okay.
mind, that's the ideal situation. All right.
So
Yeah.
Bonus.
your bonus category is Apple.
it. Okay.
And the question is, what
Oh.
college did Steve Jobs attend before dropping out in 1974?
Clown College.
Must be.
Dang it, Clint, that's right.
Must be Clown College. Fuck. How am I
Well,
supposed
Clint
to know
went to
this?
Dingus College.
Oh wow!
I have no idea.
Guess something.
Correct
Just
answer
guess.
was Reed. He wouldn't have just
Oh.
guessed that it's not a very well-known college, especially
I thought
for
it
somebody
was-
in Canada.
I thought it was Harvard or Yale, and just pick one of those and go.
Alrighty,
Brown.
Josh.
Let's go at number 7.
Number 7. Your clue. Killa, the scav boss of the interchange map, was confirmed to be partially inspired from various Reddit and forum posts clamoring for a raid boss dressed up in stereotypical Slavic tracksuits with white Adidas-style vertical stripes painted on all of their equipment.
There's 3 games that I think this could be from, and I'm gonna go with
Mario Brothers.
I'll go with Destiny.
Nope. What was the other one you thought it might be?
I don't think it is it because it's probably nobody's streaming it, which is Gears.
It's Escape from Tarkov
Yeah, I
is
wouldn't
the
have
name
figured
of the
that.
game. Yeah.
I just thought Raid.
Yeah. It had 0.9, so that's only a loss of 90 for you, Josh. So you're not doing too bad with that one. You're actually
Yeah.
still in the lead, I think. No, Nate. Well,
Nate-
no, Nate had a negative 412. I forgot
That's right.
about that.
Huge
He had the
one.
high and the low. We still
Yeah,
haven't
he
had the number 1 streamed game yet, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
So pick a number, Ryan.
15.
Okay. Number 15. All the mobs in this game are gender neutral, except for the Ender Dragon, which is confirmed to be female. The player model is uncounted as the player can select their gender through skins.
Do you know what this is, Clint?
Not a clue.
Oh, the way you were rocking back and
just
forth,
all the
I was like, oh,
bobs.
maybe he knows what
All
this
the bobs made me laugh.
There could
All
be
the
one
bobs.
of 2 games that
I think I might know this.
Yeah, I think I
I
think I
don't.
know which one this is.
I don't know what it is.
I have no idea, but since you're saying bobs and Clint was rocking back and forth. I'm gonna say Bob's Burgers.
The game.
No.
Yes.
Do y'all know what it is, Josh or
Is
Nate?
it
What was it?
Is it Smite?
No.
Dota?
Nate?
Nope.
Dota.
Minecraft.
Oh,
Minecraft?
Minecraft.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I never played that.
So that was
I
1.12
think
million
Tanner
hours.
would have known that.
So you get negative 112.
Ooh.
It's been a
Yeah,
while
you
since
guys
we had
kinda
one of
would've
these
known
really difficult games. I like it. I like seeing y'all
I'm
sweat.
glad
It's
you
fun
do.
for me.
Oh,
Yes.
games I
goody.
don't play.
Clint.
4 for 4 Dorksmen.
Alrighty, here we go. Your clue. On the map house, inside the kid's bedroom, you can find a small octopus on top of a toy pirate ship. If you shoot or melee the octopus, it will grow larger. What game is it?
I think I know this one.
Do you really?
I think so.
Fortnite.
No.
No. Ryan?
Paladins.
Nope. Anybody know?
Oh.
Oh, no.
It's actually Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, wow.
With
Oh,
1.1 million, so you lose 110 points.
Nah, it could have been worse.
It could have been.
I need to watch more streaming.
Yeah, I need to watch.
I need to know more about
You guys
video games.
disappointed me.
Get your stream up and running first,
Nate?
and then we can watch each other.
There you go.
8.
Number 8. Ding, ding, ding. That is another daily double question.
Come on, rigged,
Anything to get him out of that.
rigged.
I can't help it that he's picking the right numbers. All right, here we go. Your question is about Microsoft.
Oh, this should be easy.
What year did the original Xbox debut?
1492.
Okay, Christopher Columbus. Thank you.
Everyone knows 1492. Xbox came out with the blue or something. I don't know.
Shut up.
In 1940 or 1492, Xbox came out with something new, or Microsoft came out with something new. That's the rhyme.
Dumb.
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 Was it 2001?
Very good. That's exactly
Oh
correct.
wow! Our first.
So you
I would've
get
said the same.
100 points. Very good. Okay.
I was trying to
The
think
first
when I used to
ratings.
play Halo.
Yeah.
So,
Halo,
Last round.
Halo.
shut up. Josh, pick a number.
All right, I'm gonna go with number 14.
Ding, 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 ding. You have selected a daily double, which is
Oh.
worth plus 100 if you can get it correct. And your category is Nintendo.
Oh man, I don't know.
What does the second controller do in Duck Hunt?
Second controller do in Duck Hunt. Is that with the gun? I don't know what. I don't remember Duck Hunt. I'm too young for that.
Oh no.
It was a pretty big deal that came out here.
Josh-
It was like one of those, I was
Yeah.
today years old when I learned this about the second controller in Duck Hunt.
Josh fell off the stream. Oh no!
I'm trying to think. I remember somebody bringing
In our defense, we have spoken about
I,
this on
I
our
heard it from
podcast
a podcast, and I'm trying to remember exactly. I think Clint
save.
mentioned it. What was it? You can. What is it? You can control the duck.
Very good. That's
There you
exactly correct.
That's
you can
right.
control the duck with it. So that actually leaves you at negative 146 points,
Yes.
which normally
Oh.
sounds really bad. It sounds like a Ryan
Right.
score, but it's actually pretty good right now. You're in the lead.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
speaking
job.
of
So
speaking of lame people, Ryan, it's your choice.
16.
Okay. Your clue. The Star Guardian Lux skin is a reference to the popular anime series Sailor Moon, which goes as far as referencing the series' iconic Sailor Moon stance used by the protagonist, which Lux imitates as part of her recall animation.
What?
Was that English?
What? Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Nani?
Uh,
That's what in Japanese, by the way.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So can I just put you down for the negative 295 points?
Ooh, so that's the third. Is that the third? Most
Yes, the correct answer was League of Legends.
Oh yeah, I definitely wouldn't have known that.
Yeah.
me either.
Clint,
I'll take
Getting
12.
easier now.
ding 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 ding. You've got the other daily double.
Damn,
Boo.
I kind of wanted the other one.
And your category is Sony.
Oh.
What Sony product was originally to be called the Disco Jogger?
The Disco Jogger?
You heard me, sir. I didn't stutter.
Wow, sorry, that's like amazement. It's repeating it to myself because it sounds so crazy. What product was originally supposed to be the? Oh, it's the Walkman.
Very good. Exactly correct. I was waiting for it to click because it actually makes
Yeah, it
pretty
makes
good
sense when you think about it.
Think about it. Yeah.
I'm thinking of like video games. I'm like, what video? Just Dance? Is that no?
Peter Quill would be very proud of
He would be
you.
super proud of you.
He would be, but you're
Until
still.
you got a Zoom.
But you're still
No,
not going to.
losing.
You're still
No,
not
it
going
won't
to
be
win
Josh.
because
Yeah.
Josh is still in the lead.
Yeah, I think
depends
Josh-
on what Nate does here. There's only one left for you, Nate.
I
Here's your
think I already
clue.
I
Shut
think I know
up!
the answer
Shut
before I
up!
even read
Shut
it.
up, Clint. The first announcement for this game was made in 2011 during the Spike TV Video Game Awards, but at the time, it had only been 3 weeks since the studio had came up with the game idea. After development marked by delays and several testing periods, it officially launched in July of 2017.
I know it.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Fortnite?
And the winner this week with 146 points and dug himself out of the hole is Nate, because Fortnite was
You
the
got that
top
wrong.
streamed game
Oh
with
my.
4.58 million hours. So that's plus 458 points. Congratulations.
I did it.
Rigged.
Super rigged.
Thank you, Joey.
Super duper rigged.
Yeah, I was pleasantly
a tough one,
surprised by how horrible y'all did.
Yeah.
But it was a good one because it was like
It's
I learned
topical.
it wasn't like I didn't
Yeah.
feel bad for not knowing. It was like you picked clues that were like they were not obvious, like at all,
Yeah.
unless you actually knew the game, right?
And I'll just say this as a tease for our listeners. If you thought this week's game was difficult, wait till the game for our 50th episode next weekend.
Oh,
Wow.
he's teasing it.
It's gonna make us feel even worse.
Dangle the carrot.
Thank you, Joey. That was all fun as always. We appreciate you and your games, even though we won with negative points this week, or I won. With
No,
negative
you had
points.
No, you won with positive points.
Oh, I got
positive
positive points.
Yeah,
You
you're the
were
only one.
146,
Nate is bad at
136, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Before we wrap things up, Josh, why don't you give us some plugs and let us know where we can find you and Secondary Heroes and all that stuff?
Okay. Yeah, you can find me on Secondary Heroes on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. It's all the same at Secondary Heroes.
Are you all on MySpace?
I've been working on the MySpace account. I was thinking about using my old account, so we have some followers already.
Please do.
So,
Or AOL Messenger, so I can reach y'all.
Get
Yeah,
the AIM messenger.
That should be a
back in.
thing. MySpace gaming.
yeah, there you go. MySpace. That's a new one. That's a new one.
Wouldn't that be wild if that became like the platform for gaming? MySpace.
That's a resurgence.
Well, you guarantee have one follower in
On
Tom.
Tom, that's
Tom's
right.
just gonna come back
Nobody's
to
got
the
zero.
and do a.
Is he going to
streaming
sub
service.
for us?
Yeah.
Can you imagine
just
though?
sub
Can
everybody.
you imagine like then Friendster came back? So anyway,
And
And if you want to follow me personally, I don't know why you'd want to.
of course we do. You're
Lopez
great.
_Josh24 on Twitter, and on Instagram it's JLOP24. So
Jalop24.
you know, it's funny. I have to talk about that real quick. It was actually to be JLope, but it turned into JLop. I was like, oh yeah, it's a little difficult to correct people, so everybody just says JLop. So it's JLop24. So there you go.
You could be like J-Lo P.
JLOP.
you can't technically change it just for the record.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
nah, I'm good with that. It's stuck. It's set in stone now, so
There you
I
go.
have to change it drastically.
What about on your Twitch? Have you started setting up anything yet? And maybe you want to plug your channel?
Oh yeah,
I know that you're in the process of migrating, but if you can let people know where they can find you there.
yeah. Because I mean, gaming wise, my tag's always been JLop24, so it's the same with Twitch right now, JLop24, until I can find another name or I decide that I need to move from it. So that's it for right
All
now.
right.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you, Josh, for hanging out with us today. Hope you had fun
Thanks.
talking all things, live streaming.
That's been fun. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Really quickly, our Dorksman 50 is next week. We're going to make sure to be on time for our pre-party at 2:30 Pacific next week. You can do the math yourself on what the timing is for your respective time
Because
zone.
Nate doesn't want to do
Because
it.
I'm tired of talking. And do the bingo card. Make sure you email us at dorksman@gmail.com. Get your bingo cards in, your custom cards for next week. We've got some surprises for next week. We'll be sure to announce those during the week as we go. Yeah. Anyone got anything else before we wrap it up?
Don't
No?
think so. Excited. This has been a fun journey. I'm excited for number 50. So
Me
tune
too.
in.
Tune
Exciting.
in.
Well, and the next time that we speak to them via the podcast, it'll be after 4th of July. So I'd
Oh,
like to
yeah.
say happy 4th of July to everybody.
Oh, and happy Canada
Sorry,
Day
Nate. I know it's not a...
to the
Yeah,
Canadians.
I was going to say.
as well.
I will say Happy
July
Canada
2nd.
Day. I'm not feeling America these days. So.
And also, happy birthday to Jen Hids.
Yeah,
Since it is her
wow.
birthday on July 2nd.
Fantastic. Happy birthday, Jen.
So I'd like to wish her an
birthday,
early
Jen.
happy birthday.
A super happy birthday.
There you go. I like that.
Uh,
A super happy birthday.
all right.
Spelled with a 3. Somehow.
And
Anyway.
with that, that's my secret. I'm always angry.
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Word, homies.
Please, no gang signs.
I'm inevitable.
That's on brand.
Very on brand.
That was very good. Yeah, that was a good call.
Very good.